Hello ladies and gentlemen, we're back on the channel and we got our Z behind us and we're going to fix its door. I'll show you what I mean. Now we're in the Z and I got a little issue with my door here on the passenger side. We got this issue, so what better way than to solve it together? So let's jump right into it. Here, let me show you the door. So as we can see, this is now in the locked position right here, and as I click the unlock button, it will then try to push. I'm using some force behind this and it is not moving. This mountain of a hill is not gonna be flush, and that's why we gotta fix it today. Even from the outside, as you can tell, it doesn't want to open. So we're gonna fix this via the window. The window is the way to go, ladies and gentlemen. I'll show you why. So that right there is the actual handle right there. And you see that rod that it is connected to? That is the thing I am going to be putting around that hook. How? Okay, well, it just magically appeared. So, what you're gonna do is you're gonna do one of these. You're gonna hold the top, you're gonna stick your foot in, you're gonna pull it all the way down. Oh shit, that's not what I meant to do. So now that I kind of bent it and gave myself like a longer extension, if you will, this is what I did. I just did a single, and we're gonna stick it in there, and we're gonna grab that piece that I told you to, and we're gonna pull. We're simply gonna pull. So I fixed it on the other side, and now I wanted to show to you on this side, because this side just stopped working as well. Even the same problem. This is in the locked position. This is unlocking. It's got a little mountain thing. So we're going to try it. Once again, I'll show you. You see that little like box right there? So that thing has a wire connected to it. And that wire, as seen on the other side here, this is what my little thingy has come out to be. And this is what we do. You go down here, you are. Holy shit, did you guys just see that? No way. Bro. This is the door in which we take these grommets off. The grommets reveal a bolt, and the bolt goes straight to the handle. Off. Stick your tool in. You can put a piece of paper down if you want to. I'm not going to this time because it's kind of more of a hassle. Now with the paper in place, just like that. I'm going to lift up, and we're going to jimmy it back and forth until the bottom lip comes up. So what I did right there is this actually has two. It has the actual manual key option down here, which is a little bit harder. I'll show you. That is cracked. That is cracked open, and this is supposed to sit flush right on there like this, but it is just fallen off. I need to get a new door handle actually. And you know, I think it's time I do both handles, because if this is coming off, who's to say the other one isn't done already? So let's take it off. So as you can see, this thing just came off. Once again, take your 10mm, sneaking it through just like that. Bolt. Now that it's been a couple days, we got our package of our new door handle here. 25 bucks. Looks to be pretty damn nice. Can definitely tell it feels just about the same as the OEM. This is just supposed to fit an OEM. These are the packages in which it looks like. There's also one for the other side right here. Yes, this is the whole thing. And this is now what it has come to. These are the old parts here, and these are the new. You can tell that this one right here, on our driver's side, it was actually broken right at the thing here. You can tell that this thing just started breaking. I don't know why. And that caused this thing here, which has a grooved fitting. It's like very, it's like something you'd mash your meat with. You know what I mean? But don't quote me on that. Anyway, that's what was the problem here. And then on this one right here, we have this little piece here, right? So this is where the spring would move. And looking at the new part here, this is what it's just supposed to look like. That piece in there is just supposed to act like a spring. As we can see here on this old one, it's not bouncing back. But on this new one, look, it just bounces right back and forth as if it were a normal handle. You can tell right away from the other side that there are two differences between each of these. So we need to take now the driver's side and switch it to the driver's side. Make sure you know which is which. And we also need to take this one off as well. And just like that. Now that we got both of them on, we can now toss these guys in the trash. 1 and 2, as they were well worth the learning experience. Oop, a little bit more. I'll pick that up later. Don't worry, we don't litter out here. Now for the driver's side, we're going to take our 10mm socket with our extension, with our bolts that we've put in nicely right into here. Remember, the driver's side needs 3 of these, as there's the locking mechanism. And we're taking this. Let's go. Perfect view. Okay, I'll micromanage this. Taking the handle, we are going to put it into the door, but make sure that the rod / lightning bolt of a rod goes into the blue section. That controls the door lever, and you need to make sure it's in there for the handle to work properly. I took the rod out and I'm demonstrating with my hands how to get that wire / rod into the blue thing here. So just follow this example when you have that wire attached to the handle. And it should fit on just like this. From outside to inside. Now we're going to be taking our socket. We're going to be fitting in our wrench. We're going to be sticking it in. Make sure to be careful about letting it fall. We do not want these to fall. We're going to stick it straight back, oh so carefully. Well, I don't want it to fall.
Right.
And we are done. Just like that, ladies and gentlemen. Second bolt's in. Awesome. Now with that out of the way, we just have to grab our grommets, 2 of them. And we're gonna set them in like 1. Gonna hear that pop. And we're gonna set our second one in. Just push it in till you hear that pop. And just like that. Ladies and gentlemen, we got our new handle. And without further ado, does she open? Hey! Awesome. Now for the real test.
Does it lock? Or does it lock and then
What?
can you open?
Yeah, it should lock. Watch this.
Lock it?
Locked.
And check it.
Yeah, it kind of moves a little bit, so might have to go in and tighten it a little bit more. Turns out the piece was broken, so I returned it, got a new one, and did the same process. It works. Yay! Getting a little darker now, but we got that one on. And that one came in without a hitch. It's quite awesome. It shuts, it opens quite well. Like, watch this. And look at the vibration. This is only a $28 handle, which I got off of Amazon. Notice how it's not moving, right? That's pretty key in a handle like that. Compared to our driver's side, which was also the same price by the same company. Watch this. More specifically on the bottom side, if you could shine the light. See how much of a wiggle that is? This is the new handle. It opens, granted, but I'm gonna take it off to figure out why it's wiggling so much. So looking through this process here, I noticed that this thing wiggled right here, where my pinky is. I noticed that the piece there actually It is right here on the, this is the old one here. So what I actually found out was that piece was actually cracked, and there was also another spot where you bolted in was also cracked on the plastic, and so I just sent it back, got a new one, and they shipped it within 1 to 2 days, and it was awesome. I got it back, lippity split. I made a montage here at the end for you guys, and I hope you enjoy.
It's getting serious on this track, fam.
Well guys, that's going to end off the video here with the Z. I hope you learned a thing or two about how to change those handles out and learn from me. Hope you enjoyed this video, and see you all next time.